Welcome back to KDS Reviews. This is a review of episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again. The episode's called Art for Art's Sake. The episode opens up with Angela, the White Tiger's daughter, recovering from the battle from last week's episode between Daredevil and the Muse. And in out of consciousness, she said that Daredevil was there. And then meanwhile, we cut back to Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. the Kingpin, being informed by his cops that the Daredevil was there, and Fisk becomes enraged. He's just enraged that he's back now. He repeats that how Daredevil ruined his crime empire. Meanwhile, Murdoch has to explain his continued absences from his girlfriend Heather and his job, who are becoming more and more suspicious. Fisk is still enraged that something's going to have to be done about these vigilantes. So he sees his anti-vigilante group. Daredevil then investigates the scene of where Nemuse's hideout is, and he comes across some evidence that shows that he's also been stalking Heather, Murdoch's girlfriend. The police also come across the same evidence. Meanwhile, Heather has a meeting with this character named Bastion. He's from episode 2, one of her clients. And Bastion has more and more, he tells her about his deranged fantasies. And it becomes clear that he's not who he says he is. He keeps stalking and saying things to Heather, which is Murdoch's girlfriend, that he is the Muse. It is revealed then that he is the Muse, and he attacks her. And at the same time, he's trying to attack her. He's trying to drain the blood out of her like he did his other victims. And while Daredevil comes crashing through the window, and we go into another terrific choreographed fight, another good one by Philip Sarva, who's the choreographes the fight scenes for Daredevil Born Again. This is another good one. If nothing else, this show is good with the fight scenes. But then meanwhile, while the fight is going on, they're going back and forth, him and the Muse, Daredevil and the Muse. He gets shot by Heather, of all people. She shoots him. But when the cops arrive, Daredevil is gone. But there are clues left behind that Daredevil was there. But Fisk tells his anti-vigilante group, no, Daredevil was not here. Not here. He said, you didn't see that. It was you. Calls the cops that, they were the heroes. They took down the vigilante, the Muse. And meanwhile, while Vanessa is in the hospital, while Heather's in the hospital, she said she heard another voice. And it was Daredevil. And it called her by name. That's kind of a jarring scene then. I think she's starting to put it together because she knows his voice, that Murdoch is Daredevil. And then we cut to another scene where Vanessa is texting some unknown person that's giving out the location of where Fisk is right now. He's at a restaurant and he's all alone. And we don't actually see Luca answering the text, but I'm figuring, why would she be texting the address? The Kingpin, he already knows he's there. Why would she be texting that? It has to be Luca that she's talking to. We're not 100% sure, but it looks that way. Now, Luca then pulls off to the restaurant. He shows up there while this music's playing. This was a song playing called Please Go by the Crying Shame. He comes into the restaurant, kind of Soprano style from the last episode of The Sopranos. He gets up there close, he pulls his gun, but he is shot by Buck, one of Kingpin's associates. And then Kingpin says, make sure you call Vanessa and let her know that she want me to bring anything to eat. Now I'm thinking she set up Kingpin. At first I was thinking, well, maybe she was talking to him, but then I thought about it. She texts the address. Now, why would she text the address if he's already there? So by him having one of his associates calling Vanessa, he's sending a message, I'm still alive. You missed. So this is really going to be intriguing. I'm wondering how episode 8 is going to go. Because now he knows. He has to have known that since it was Luca that she was the one that made the call there. So I'm going to see how this goes. This show is getting better and better and better. Like I said, the fight scenes are choreographed very good, as always. But the story is riveting, actually. Like I said before on the last episode, you don't even have to like superhero comic movies or shows. This is an intriguing show right here, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. So what do you think of Daredevil Born Again, Episode 7? Why don't you comment down below and think how you think the show is going. Remember, KDS's reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And then we got some spotlights throughout the week about the state of Hollywood and also about Daredevil, and to cover that on a weekly basis. This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you in the next video.